What is ya, my daughter Jane? Why you look so pale and wan? Oh, have ye had any sore sickness, or yet been sleeping wi' a man? Hello again and welcome to A Year in Folk Song. This is week 14 and I'm tackling Willie of Winsbury, the classic child ballad. Willie of Winsbury shares its plot with the song Tom the Barber and was often collected as such, which is maybe a corruption of the Irish song title Jonathan Barber. There are so many great versions of this song that I couldn't hope to reference them all, but of particular inspiration was Sweeney's Men, from which I took the tune, and Anne Briggs's version, which has a lot of extra Scots dialect elements in the lyrics, which I've introduced. And I couldn't help but notice some plot similarities with the classic ballad Tam Lin, namely the protagonist's name and the pregnancy, and the references to the white horse and a few other bits and pieces. So I chose to introduce those Scots dialect elements to draw similarities. I've mentioned Anais and Jefferson Hammer's album Child Ballads a few times before in this series, but there's also a version of Willie of Winsbury on that album, and the album as a whole has just been a huge inspiration to me in getting into folk music and learning more songs. So I'm always going to be incorporating elements of that whether I like it or not, because I've just listened to it so many times. Anyway, this is Willie of Winsbury. The king has been a prisoner, and a prisoner long in Spain, and Willie o' the Winsbury has laid lang with his daughter at him. What ails ya, my daughter Jane? Why you look so pale and wan? Oh, have ye had any sore sickness, or yet been sleeping wi' a man? No, I hadn't had any sore sickness, nor yet been sleeping wi' a man. It is for you, my father dear, for biding so long in Spain. How Thorpe killed your green mantle, and stand naked upon their stain, that I may ken ya by your shape, whether ye be a maiden or nane. And she's cast off her green mantle, and stood naked upon their stain. Her apron was low, and her haunches were round, and her face was pale and wan. Oh, was it with a lord or a duke or a knight, or a man of wealth and fame? Oh, was it with one of my servant men that lately came back from Spain? No, it wasn't with a lord or a duke or a knight, nor a man of wealth and fame. It was with Willie of the Winsbury. I could bide no longer alone, and the king is called o'er his merry men all, by 30 and by 3, says fetch me this Willie of Winsbury, for hanged he shall be. And when he came the king before, he was clad all in red silk, his hair was like the strings of gold, his skin was as white as milk. It is no wonder, said the king, that my daughter's love you did win. If I were a woman as I am a man, my bedfellow you would have been. And will ye marry my daughter Jane, by the truth of my right hand? Oh, will ye marry my daughter Jane, or make ye the lord of my land? Yes, I will marry your daughter Janet, by the truth of my right hand. Yes, I will marry your daughter Janet, but I'll not be the lord of your land. And he's mounted her on his milk-white steed, and himself on a dappled grey, and he's made her the lady of as much land as shall ride in a long summer's day.